Have you ever wondered why the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer? Now, you're probably going to be thinking, of course, it's the government's fault. Yes, that could make some sense, but I want you to focus on the things we can control. Us, our actions. After years of diving deep into the world of finance, I'm going to give you the secret sauce and show you how a simple switch in your mindset has the power to change your financial future. But before we get into that, I will give you a quick story about 3 guys. Toby, the service advisor, Michael, who is the manager of the place, and John, who works as a janitor. Although they all work at the same place and are almost at the same age, there is a twist, which will shock you. One of the guys is much more richer than the others. And if you guessed that it was the janitor, you are right. But how? How is this even possible? And if you want to become as rich as a janitor, keep watching because I'm about to break it all down for you. Let's start with Toby. Every day he goes to work by public transport, buys some lunch, and look, he got the freshest sneakers. Every week he's getting his salary and pays his needs first, like his rent of his apartment, utilities, etc. And then every time he has some money left, he buys some new clothes. Every week the same thing over and over again. Next, Michael, our manager, same as Toby. He's buying lunch every day, but after work, he's leaving in his beautiful BMW, which he needs to pay monthly. He also lives in a nice and big home, which he obviously needs to pay off as well. What a great investments he got. But is it though? Finally, let's talk about John the janitor. He just handed in his 2-week notice, and after being asked where he's going to work next, he explains to them that work is just optional and that he considers himself as financial independent now. Wait, what? How can the janitor who earned the least of them be rich? Did he rob a bank or did he win the lottery? No. And the explanation is quite simple. The janitor paid himself first and had a total different approach about money than Toby and Michael. And now you probably think that the story I told you about John is totally exaggerated, but it's a true story. Ronald Reed, a janitor from Vermont, who passed away, had $8 million in assets, and no one really knew about his fortune. As you can see, it's all about our choices. The 1% are not necessarily high income earners. They can be on the lower side and still manage to be more free than their high earning supervisors. Well, let's recap what Toby, Michael and John doing so we can learn from their approaches. We got Toby, Michael and John. Toby, every month he's getting his salary. And what he does with his salary is going straight to his expenses, like his needs as rent, utilities, etc. And then everything he has left every month, he spends on his wants, like his clothes, shoes, etc. So every month, getting his salary, and it's going straight to his expenses, and every month, the same thing. Next, we have Michael. Michael is getting his salary as well. But, as we said, he's also driving his nice BMW and is coming home to his nice and big house with a beautiful garden. So, is his house an asset or a liability? Actually, it's a liability. So, we're going to put here his mortgage and his car loan. So his salary is going from salary to his liabilities. Why is his house not an asset? Because everything which is not putting money into your pocket is a liability. So your house is not an asset. As we said, also he's having his needs and wants. Needs like food, and wants can be clothes as well. His salary is going here to the liabilities, to his expenses, and he's not making much more progress as Toby. Slightly better, but not really. Let's see why John was able to retire early. John is getting his salary, same as Toby and Michael. So we're gonna put here the salary, but we also said that he has assets. What are those assets? Well, he's buying stocks. He might have real estate. Maybe has some business we don't know. But what this does is that his assets are going helping him to increase his income. So he's getting maybe dividends, he's getting interest, and also maybe rental income. Obviously, if he has a rental income, he needs to pay mortgages as well. So we can put here a mortgage as well. And as you can see, instead of just going in circles, his assets are going to be increasing every week, every month, as much he's putting in. And this helps him to increase his income, and his expenses at the end, his needs, are getting lower and lower every month. And this helps him to quit the rat race. Therefore, as you can see, John is making every month's progress and his income is increasing every week. This will lead to an exponential growth, which gave him the chance to retire early. Revise with your spendings, he has the chance to be a John too. And I found these lessons in the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you want to be more like John or even want to grow much quicker, I found a lesson in the book which is getting ignored by most finance guys, which can accelerate your growth even quicker. So check out this deep dive where I'll explore this lesson so ye can get much quicker to your dream life.